What's up, YouTube? Wanted to discuss the events that unfolded yesterday, the 27th of January 2016, in regards to UR-Energy. I was on my way to work and I saw the news release that basically UR-Energy has diluted their share count, and when I first saw it, my mouth dropped, and I was, frankly, I was pretty pissed off. I was upset, disappointed. But then I took a deep breath and I went ahead and read the news release, and I started thinking about it. It's actually, it's a pretty good news release. All right. Now I'm going to go into reasons why. Alright, first off, for the longest time, well, at least in the last 12 months, many shareholders, including myself, has voiced our disappointment with UR-Energy not having a PR team in place to, you know, kind of toot its own horn on their various achievements, exceeding expectations and everything. And I remember on the last conference call, it was brought up, and the CEO said, look, we recognize that we have not been, you know, spending the money to get the word out of exactly what we're accomplishing. We acknowledge it, and you'll see reinforced effort on that front going forward. Well, basically today, you got that times 3. Basically what UR-Energy did was they raised $6 million by offering 12 million shares to 3 different brokerage houses, Canton Fitzgerald, Dundee Securities, and Raymond James. This is a big deal. Why is it a big deal? Because these are the same brokerages that cover the commodity sector in a big way. So you got 3 different houses that are going to be covering UR-Energy, and obviously they only want to buy the best for their clients. So what does that tell you? So that's a win-win. That's a good thing. They're not diluted by much. Matter of fact, it's right at around just over 8% of the float. Then the CEO says he's going to buy 1 million shares for a gross proceeds of $500,000. Now, I've read some people say, well, he's taking advantage at our expense. Well, not really. 3 months ago, I believe UR-Energy hit a 52-week low of what, 46 cents? Something like that, 46, 48 cents. So how is he taking advantage? What he's doing is he's telling the market, I've got a good thing here, and my business is going to be an innovator and performer in the uranium sector, and I'm going to reap the benefits of it. Can't knock that, though. I mean, what happens when you open a store and you exceed your sales expectations? You branch out and open another store. Well, let's go back to, one other thing on the 3 brokerage houses. This deal is supposed to close on February 17th next month. Now, within 30 days after that, through March 16th, they have the right to buy another, what was it? I can't remember. But not to exceed $900,000. I forget the share count, 1.5 million up to $900,000 in value, if they choose to do so. These are all good things. I believe that comes from the restricted share count, not the outstanding float. But the 12 million dilution will come out of the will be added to the outstanding share count, which is, I think, at 117 million, which is not bad at all. It's pretty low compared to peers like Denison and Fission and whatnot, and some of the other ones. But the thing that gets me excited, we got 3 brokerage firms that already cover the stock, that believe in the stock, and are obviously done their due diligence, and that's going to be promoting the company. Now, why did they need the money? Now, here's the thing. They have told us in the past that they don't see any reason to dilute, that they've covered their bases, they followed their plan and met their goals and followed their timeline since the inception of the company in 2004. They went into production, I believe, in 2013. Have 9 quarters behind them now of producing uranium, which they're the cheapest producers in the world and cleanest, I might add. Lowest cost of uranium sold. I mean, these are a big deal. This is why I like them so much. But I think they needed the money because the doubling of Lost Creek was not on the agenda. I think their relations with Wyoming has been exceptional, and I think Wyoming is very pleased with how UR-Energy has conducted themselves, and it looks like we're going to get some type of news on that. Now, I said in a previous video that I've been expecting it since the first week of December forward. Well, I would say going forward, we'll know something by March, end of March, whatever. We'll know something, and it's looking pretty favorable that Lost Creek is going to be doubling in size. Well, there's costs that aren't accounted for right there. So, I think that UR-Energy needed those funds, even though they spaced out their payback on their current debt, which was really smart. I think they realized that, hey, we're going to be doubling Lost Creek, and we're still got Shirley Basin coming up, which they're going to give an update on very soon, probably by the end of February. We're going to know real concrete information on when that's going to be brought online and how that's coming about, and the grades and the header houses and everything. Like I said, you don't have a real big dilution to the outstanding float. Your insider percentage just went up, well, it will February 17th. Your institutional ownership will go up. That's a part of a successful maturing company. I expect spot price to move probably about mid-March to really start making a move. It's not going to blast to the stratosphere, but it's going to start making this move where when you look at it, you're going to see the gradual steps climbing. You know what I mean? And then 2017, all bets are off. I think it's going to be nuts. I think it's going to be unbelievable. I know that I'm a boxing fan, and one of my favorite, if not my favorite fighters right now is this guy from Kazakhstan, and he, in all his fights, shows that, there's this big expo in 2017. Well, Kazakhstan is the biggest uranium producer in the world. Granted, Putin of Russia kind of pulls the strings there, but that, and then we got the London conference this year in March, or end of February. We've got the big nuclear energy summit in Baltimore, April 1st, headed by Obama. He's kind of come out of the word work now and is going to be pushing nuclear energy because he's not relying on big oil and the natural gas companies for funding, you know, political support. So he's at the end of his second term, and there's no benefit for him anymore. Now he can really push what he wants, and nuclear energy, the U.S. is already, the Department of Energy has already dropped $80 million grant on nuclear research, and I expect more stuff like that to be coming up. I've also noticed that a lot of the environmentalists, the ones that were hating on nuclear energy for the last 30 years, 40 years, they're kind of mute now. They've educated themselves to lower emissions and to support a clean environment. I think they've come to the realization, and it's evident in their voice. The now, which you'd be surprised, has a strong female voice, are now not saying anything bad about nuclear energy. I think they realize it's the cheapest energy in the world. I think they realize it's the safest energy in the world, and it's the greenest energy in the world. And it's a baseload energy, so you can count on it. Unlike what's going on in Germany, where they said that we're going to go to solar and wind, and we're going to get away from nuclear. But what's happened? They've had historical high import of coal. Their emissions went up 2% last year alone, and their citizens are paying more money than anybody else in the world for electricity. So how's that working out for them? Not good. That's why the rest of the world is going to nuclear, and they're going to it big, and they're going to it fast. And it's amazing what you can read out there on the web as far as the real changing of the tide on how people look at nuclear. I just feel like yesterday's news was a great thing. I feel like if you sold due to panic, you're a fool. And you can watch this video again. Hell, let's see where the share price is July 1st, 2016. And then let's see it July 1st, 2017. Stock's going to be up. Yesterday's event's going to be far, far removed in your rearview mirror that you won't be able to see it anymore. You won't even, like, what? It lost 13% on the 27th of January. So what? Good moves all around. Very pleased. Like I said, you know, UR-Energy, they've been really good about their money management and accountability for reaching their goals. But when you have the opportunity to double the size of Lost Creek, that's a pleasant surprise, you know, but it still requires money. Now, they got Shirley Basin coming up, coming around in about 2 years, maybe less. They've got Lost Soldier after that. They've got deals, partial ownership with Denison Mines, Canada. They've got a lot of properties, but the big three that everybody talks about are the ones that are, you know, the catalysts that are coming up. You know, Lost Creek, Shirley Basin, Lost Soldier. It's really going to become a juggernaut. I really believe that, and you're definitely getting more bang for your buck. The only other one I can compare to it that's kind of on the same playing field is Energy Fuels. But they're a conventional miner, and granted, everything else I love about their story, but it's hard for them to touch what UR-Energy's costs are compared to the conventional mining that Energy Fuels does. Now, of course, Cameco is the big dog, and I love Cameco and everything, but they've got that lawsuit. The government of Canada, and when that stock moves fast, in 2 years from now, when it's really high, you're going to see that you're not going to know what's going to happen, but they'll drop the bombshell, and Canada will get their $8 billion or whatever that they're seeking. That's how it works. That's why the United States government bailed out the banks, because they know that they were good for paying them a bunch of penalty and money later on. You know, it's always, how does it benefit? Just like the United States went after, you know, Iraq for oil, but not Yemen, even though they said Iraq supported terrorists, but Yemen's really the one that housed all the terrorists, you know what I mean? So it's, how do you benefit me, you know? I'm kind of rambling on here, but I'm pretty satisfied with the news. I think it was smart. You got 3 different voices now, that in addition to what's already been, you know, analysts have been talking about in regards to UR-Energy, and the PR speaks for itself. They just need to keep executing, which they have been. They've got nice long-term contracts that are averaging, I don't know, $49.90, something about, give or take a few cents or something. But and they've still maintained inventory, not excessive inventory, but inventory that take advantage of the spot at any time. And they haven't ramped up production. They've been monitoring their production, and I'm very pleased. How low can the stock go? I don't know. It could go to 45 cents. It could. I'm not going to say it can. But I'll tell you where I think it's going. I think by the middle of this year, the stock will be chasing that $1. And then in 2017, you know, same time frame, let's say July 2017, the stock could be over $4, $5, maybe more, you know, in all honesty, because when the uranium market moves, it moves so fast. If I was a computer guru and could use graphics and, you know, make a presentation video, I would say to all suffering uranium investors, and in particular the UR-Energy folks, that the stockholders, last 5 years since Fukushima 2011, it's probably our theme song would be "Ramble On" by Led Zeppelin. Well, going forward, and in 2017, I think you can pop in "Sweet Emotion" by Aerosmith. Vindication, rich, you'll be rich, and you'll be walking around pleasant with everybody in your life, because you're going to be very proud of yourself that you invested smartly, and you knew, you know what I mean? It's always right. It always feels good to be right, you know? And that's how I feel. If I could buy more right now, I would, but because of the post-holiday hangover on me, and those expenses, and some doctor bills and whatnot, I can't take advantage right now, but I've been chipping away at it. I've got, between my wife and I, 53,000, and it would be nice to get that up to 100,000 shares. Doable? I don't know. We'll see. But I've got 40,000 left on the mortgage, but I have a lot of debt. Probably another 30, not quite, almost 30,000 in credit card debt. All my cars are paid off, but right now my concentration on is get rid of my credit card debt. So I'm going to sell my Armada, and I don't know. I'm chipping away, man. I'll buy some here and there, but I'm firm in my conviction, and UR-Energy is my play, and I am very confident, and that's why I put these videos out, because I'm not trying to get you on board. I'm just letting you know, because it'll be more glory to me when we can look back at these videos and like, damn, Ken was right all along. All right, later guys. Thanks for watching. Bye.